Welcome to Chronic Combat Conversations, a live look at our best bets, picks, and predictions for every UFC event with your host, TB Scouting MMA, and
the Guru back again for the first time ever from Saudi Arabia. We've got Robert the Reaper Whittaker taking on Ikram Aliskerov, filling in on short notice in your middleweight main event. But before we can get into that, from the desk of Lou Betya, we've got Lou Betya. But I'm not even going to give him the whole breakdown. Listen, you better go follow Lou Betya. Go check out his stuff. He's got breaking news. So before we can get into this, Lou, please take it away. Breaking news.
Guru and I have this contentious relationship, but I love what he just fucking did there. Like, that was like just, he's like, let's go, ho. Guru just like, let's go, ho. And I love him for this. I love it. Love it. So, Guru, you don't even know. TB knows. So,
You're pregnant. It's a girl.
Monk and I
are pregnant.
We're killing the MMA engine. We're killing it off.
Jeez.
We're done.
Whoa.
We're killing the channel. However, does that mean we're not doing content? Fuck no, dude.
Yes. Oh no.
Monk and I are creating a new channel. We are workshopping the name. I will tell you, I already bought this domain name. I don't think it's going to be our channel name, but I feel like I can't do anything with this. And I was shocked this is available. Guru, are you ready to be shocked that this is an available name? Betflix.
Betflix. Huh.
wow.
And you know it's
Nice
genius?
one.
I already bought the domain name. You're all fucked. You know what's amazing about that name? The B and the N, if you're a horrible typer, they're right next to each other.
Wow.
How the fuck is that name available? Well, I capitalized, motherfuckers.
That's a great idea.
Now, what's the new channel? Well, we're going to reveal all that tomorrow, more fluidity. But I will tell you that Monk and I are not the types to be limited by an MMA name on our channel. It's going to be multiple sports, beer tastings, which, you know, we've talked Guru. Let's fucking do some fuckery. I don't want to be, if you know anything about Lou Betya, I don't want to be limited by a name of a channel. If I want to do content about bullshit, about cop videos, about beers, if I just want to get on camera and be like, what's up, hoes? I'm going to do it.
All right.
And I'd like to hope that you guys know that watching this, the only thing we are selling you on is a good time. I've made 0 dimes since I started, and I'm cool with that. I don't need this money. I make 10 cents in a week. It's nothing to me.
I like
but
the name.
We're going to do a whole new fun channel that's a lot of fun, and then it's also a lot of fun on top of it. Thank you, Guru, for giving me the floor. And Guru, who and I, who are like in this contentious, hilarious relationship, but love each other. Bro, I don't love this card betting wise, but I'm happy to break it down because I think it's an interesting card. So I'm happy to be with you guys tonight, man. Thanks, Guru.
That's a beautiful thing. I can't wait.
Stop. I'm talking to Guru.
No, I'm jumping in here. I'm in the middle. I'm the mediator. I'm the Jerry Springer of this show. No, but seriously, I can't wait. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, Happy Hour with Lou and Monk is like the only show that I think is actually maybe funnier than Chronic Combat. It probably is, but
way funnier.
All right, but anyways, that's the show I listen to Friday mornings. As I'm trying to amp myself up before work, and like when I want to hear some really interesting stuff from like a DFS perspective and just an overall betting perspective, like these guys know what they're talking about. So, and they're a really good time. I can't wait to see all the content they have rolling out. But make sure now that you guys are here. Now that we shouted out the amazing developments in the wide world of Lou Betya, what's going on, people in the chat? Mushroom, he's always putting out a comment for each person on the show. We love it. Get that algo up. Daz, another amazing contributor to the MMA betting community. What a good guy. Yeah, our intro song, you got to love it. And we're never getting brought down. That's on the free YouTube content.
What? I'm like Charlemagne the God.
De God, Lou Betya de God. Glenbot, what's going on? we've got all the people in the building. So listen, if you guys haven't done the right thing yet, crack a little something if you need to drink something, smoke a little something if you need to smoke something, but throw a damn like on the video if you haven't already, because by God, we're going to have a great time. Absolutely electric breakdowns. We're going to bring you the best bets, obviously the best guests. We got Lou Betcha back on, and always free picks. We're not going to charge you a dime, but hey, listen, if you guys want to donate to Grandma's Couch Cushions, there's a button below. So do your thing. Now, finally, if you're into the DFS content and you're into the paid pick stuff, or you're into live betting odds, stuff that we may not offer, you can head over to Fight Numbers. The cool guys, John Kelly, Pepe Sylvia, Ozzy, Evan D, MMA Giga Chad. Promo code 30% off Chronic. If you're looking to do any type of subscription with them, recommend that you guys do it. So if you're going to do it, go through there. Plenty of awesome guys in this community that provide great content. And, listen, if you're trying to do the paid thing, that's not what we're asking for, but, it is what it is. So we did come for the hat, Lou. We did, but it might not be time yet, right? Like, we got to work our way there. So,
dude, can I just tell you what my life just is? Look, my girlfriend, she's the goat because she puts up with me like all the time. She's just in there. She's making pasta. I don't know what she's doing right now. I don't know what's in her head. She's just pegging one piece, like literally one piece of pasta into this water at a time.
Oh my God.
And I gotta say, I've never loved her more. And I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I walked in there. She's like, it's like just pegging rotini, like one piece, like rotini, like just like she's
does she smoke weed?
Like oh my God, she's winning a prize.
So then she's just really stoned. That's it. I solved your mystery.
Right. You're pegging it like one at a time.
You guys are right.
Okay.
Yes. See, we knew.
That'll be the only bet I hit today, guys.
I mean, we need the dark guy, Russ Bray, 180. Like just every dart shot, like she's throwing in the fucking pasta. Can we break down this card? I'm done dicking around, Guru.
You are not done. We are 7 minutes in. You just got started dicking around. Why are you lying to the people?
Yeah, by the way, my dude's in chat. That needs to be respected.
Yes. So
Rich is the fucking man, dude.
I fuck with Fight Numbers heavy, man. I like using their website, man.
Here's what I'll say. They gave us some access, so I'm happy to give them a shout. We're using their live betting odds. We're using a couple things that they have out there. We're not like
we actually haven't used the live. We actually haven't used the live one yet.
No, it's fun, but we're trying to find the best ones.
We should
together
when we're together this week. Let's do that.
All the Fight Numbers dudes are great, but you know who else is great? Is motherfucking Rich.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, Just Win Baby. Yeah, he's the man, bro. Just Win Baby. We don't somehow share a beverage on some continent somewhere. I will be disappointed. If you treat
Rich with respect, he respects you. Like,
yes,
very simple with him.
I agree. And listen, we got in an argument forever ago about Jessica Andrade versus Aaron Blanchfield.
Only you.
I was the one that was wrong, and I reached out to him after. I was like, "Hey, man, I was wrong. You were right. Good call." And he was like, "I respect that." So we've always gotten along ever since, and that is what it is. Hell yeah. Shout out, Rich. So let's get into this damn card because holy shit, we've got a short notice on a 1 week matchup. Switcheroo. Khamzat Chimaev pulls out. We've got Robert the Reaper Whittaker facing the supposed to be co-main event from last week. Ikram, the Eagle, Aliskerov. And oh my God, we got Rey Mysterio in the building. But Ikram, the Eagle, Aliskerov here, plus 130 coming in against Robert the Reaper Whittaker at minus 155. I mean, realistically, the analysis on my end comes down to Ikram. He's got all the juice that he could possibly need to find an early finish. If that's where Rob is at this point. Like, we've seen him finish by the top tier of the division that have finishing potential. So if Ikram truly is that guy, we're looking at a round 1, round 2 type of scenario. However, if this fight gets out of those first couple rounds here and Ikram isn't having the type of wrestling success he wants, his striking is very much not in combination. And I feel like unless he's catching him early, he's probably going to be succumbing to the volume and the pressure as the fight goes on. But something's telling me not to pull the trigger on the juice money line for Robert Whittaker at this point. Like, he was going to be the underdog to Khamzat Chimaev. And if Ikram wasn't on short notice, I'm sure that there would be a lot of narrative about, what he could potentially do here. But then again, you watch this guy fight, the striking defense not quite fully there. The striking and combination not quite fully there, but he is a force in nature physically. And, I'm curious to see how this plays out. I think that if you were to do this from a prop perspective, Aliskerov rounds 1, 2, or 3, probably just rounds 1 or 2. But I think a sub or a knockout is possible. And then Whittaker, his props around 3, 4, 5 knockout, but I don't think the money line is going to end up on my betting slip here. From the Whittaker perspective, I think that there's plenty of other stuff to go on. So while I've been no selling Lou, let's give Guru a chance to do the same, and then we're going to pass it off to Rey Mysterio. So Guru, what do you got in this fight here?
Yeah, I like Robert the Reaper Whittaker here. I feel like the price on Ikram Aliskerov has never been more based on recency bias, right? The guy is good. Don't get me wrong. He's clearly a top 15, top 25 guy without a doubt. You got to take out Robert Whittaker here if you really want to tell me Aliskerov is going to win. And TB basically highlighted that with his prop idea. I don't see Aliskerov having the cardio or the pace to push and beat Robert Whittaker down the stretch in a 5-round fight. Like, yeah, 100%. I mean, we've seen Whittaker get wobbled by Paulo Costa early. We saw him get wobbled by Darren Till early. We've seen him knocked out by Israel Adesanya. We've seen him knocked out by Dricus du Plessis. Could Ikram be in that conversation? I think it's possible, but I think at this line, Robert Whittaker is a fair play. And I like the over 2.5. I don't, you know what? I don't even really love that price, honestly. I really don't.
No, not really. I mean, anything else on your end here, Guru?
No, Robert Whittaker money line. I think he just gets it done. I like it.
Christian in the chat, nice try, buddy. I'm not going to read that comment out loud. I know what you're trying to do here, but I appreciate you commenting and joining the show. Lou/Ray/whoever you are, what do you got going on here in this main event?
It's really Lou.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about the fact that, like, even though Guru and I have like this whatever relationship, he's always right. He's always right, dude. Guru's reads are always right.
Always right? I got reverse swept the other day.
And what is Guru saying right now? I don't want to pull the trigger. He knows, dude. And so you look at these Whittaker lines. Over 2.5, minus 160, minus 155, money line. You already know, dude. You know what the play is here, right? You bet nothing. This is a live bet after round 1. Because what's Ikram's win condition? By the way, why is Ikram getting all this respect from like any market? This dude's like a TV NWA champion at best. Like he's like like, dude, what has Aliskerov done? He is literally getting the most like I'm bullshit nonsense ever. That like his skill set does not warrant a main event. And like, look, this is no joke on him. He's like, oh, you're giving me a main event.
Abbas Magomedov.
Hey, but like, okay, but here's my question. When you break down fights, and this is a question of both of you, is it me or I mean the entire line is based on Whittaker's chin? It's not skill set. It's Ikram early or he dies.
Right,
like
exactly.
Okay, so like, and it's weird that we assume Ikram can't go 5 rounds. Like, we don't know. This whole entire line and all the bets are based on, oh, can Whittaker take punches anymore? That's what this whole bet is. Because, dude, this line shouldn't have opened at 110. That's like really insulting to Whittaker, who has faced like tons of. Does Aliskerov hit harder than Romero?
Yeah, but like, what stage of the career are we at for Whittaker from absorbing?
Romero didn't start MMA until like 39.
I mean, you're missing my point.
Okay,
Whittaker's fought like way better dudes.
That's true.
What is Aliskerov showing him in the boxing that's like, oh, I've never seen this shit before?
Nothing.
He's very like mid. Now
agree.
I'll add this just to show you actually like know things. The reason I'm gonna live bet it, not bet it now, if you go back and watch the Costa fight, this is why I liked Costa against Strickland to like cover the spread. And then he did bullshit. Then Propaholic like fucking victory lap, and I'm like, all right, I hate this bet. Costa was throwing this left high kick, threw it 3 times in the second round, 3 times, and he missed by a fucking sea hair. Like he was so close. What I hated was Whittaker's reaction to even being close to being hit. He like immediately like backed 3 feet up. It wasn't like I blocked it. It was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. So I didn't like that. So could Ikram hurt him in the first round? Yes. I'm cool not having a bet on this. But man, if this thing gets out of the first round, I don't know how you don't like Whittaker to be like a bet less on him. Like, and definitely get a better price. But I don't get it with Ikram, man. Like I mean, can I ask you too before we move on? Like, is he literally like just getting a price because of his Dagestani? Because he knows Dagestani Poppy.
And then the round.
I love
also,
the over.
Oh, he's got round 1
the
finishes. He's got whatever. It's just I imagine Whittaker is going to be able to do what his thing. To survive those moments. I just don't, like you said, it's a clear live entry after round 1, and maybe you even miss it. Maybe you don't even get the price that you want to play, and at that point, you just don't have any money on it. And is that really the worst thing if you didn't have the most confident read? I think that's something I'm really trying to learn in my betting approach. Is that sometimes not having a bet on the fight isn't going to hurt you. So let's move it along here.
Wait a minute, are we sure it won't hurt us?
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to find out, right?
Frankenstein is not his nickname.
It's Sergei Frankenstein Pavlovich.
That's so shit. That's so shit.
Drago Volkov.
That's shit. I hate it.
Yes. I feel like he's got some Frankenstein vibes to him. Just throw a couple thingies out the side of his neck. I mean, the way he just kind of like continuously walks forward. The dude's like a fucking creation of Dr. Frankenstein, man. That's my thought here. Bring the torches and pitchforks if you want to take out Sergei Pavlovich. All right, but ultimately in this fight here, it's round 1 knockout or what for Sergei? I mean, we don't really know the answer otherwise, right?
No.
So at minus 230, what are we doing here versus one of the most tenured heavyweight long range point fighters and someone that's even developed his own bit of finishing potential? I think Volkov, man, like plus 190, there's value here. There's got to be, because Sergei Pavlovich, if you were going to bet him, why wouldn't you just do the round 1 knockout? And then you see the pictures of these guys all buddy online, and it just adds to the intrigue of like, well, they used to be sparring partners, and I know Volkov is like, oh, he used to hurt me in sparring. It's like, it's also fight week. You don't think a part of that is mind games? And
I don't, dude. What do you mean? Like, I mean, mind games? I don't know.
Yeah. So, really though,
you hit so hard, bro. I'm gonna psych you out into thinking that you hit really hard, but you don't have to hit as hard as you need to hit me hard. Like, what is he psyching him out about? He's a professional fighter.
Well, what I think could happen here, I think we're getting some Frankenstein walking into some body kicks up the middle. I think his lead leg will be eaten up a little bit.
You guys not think using his jabs? Head games. Do you not foreigner? Really?
No, I don't listen to
no.
You guys suck at content. You suck. You suck.
Well, as Lou Betcha undresses us for our abilities to make content, I'm going to give you guys the Volkov bet. I got some money on him at I think a little around that plus 190 number, essentially.
Yeah, so the line has not moved all week, which is quite interesting.
Listen, Sergey, big scary guy. He's got big round one potential, but I think this is a clear potential where I mean we're probably staring at ourselves after round one if it makes it that far. And it's like, well, what has Sergey got left to offer? And if you couldn't get him out of here to this point, then Volkov is probably cruising by that.
I mean, do you actually think it gets out of round one though? Like, honestly,
so
because that's the bet.
Yeah, I think it could. I think it's worth it to find out.
So if you want to take that chance, which I do think is somewhat insane because, right, Sergey's been to round 2, 1, 2. He's been to round 2 3 times, and each time it went to decision. So for whatever that's worth, fight to start round 2 minus 122 on FanDuel.
I mean,
so
yeah,
I mean that's the bet.
Also, yeah, and striking defense. I mean, Aspinall resorted to taking this guy down 2 times and finding a finish on the mat, which, yeah, I mean, not ideal, but at the same time, I feel like Volkov, since that loss, has come back and definitely still looks solid. It's not like he's just quit on his entire UFC career. So, yeah, I do think that he's got enough defense and enough volume and range to keep guys off of him. So, wondering when, Lou is going to regrace us with his presence after he was upset.
Was he upset?
No, just that we didn't know a foreigner song. I mean, poor guy. But oh my God, he's back. All right. What do you got, Lou? What do you got here?
I've never been upset in my life, but I'm gonna break news to you. I can't name this quote unquote known handicapper who sucks at betting, but he immediately hammered the under. And I can't say what he said. I don't want to name the person.
I think I have ideas.
Yeah.
But I will say one line from the breakdown where he said they both also punch real hard. Now,
nice.
No, wait.
Now,
No, wait.
Now, if you're gonna say that 2 Russians at heavyweight both punch real hard, I don't know, man.
I have questions.
I mean, I'm going to say this right now. I didn't need to watch tape to be like, oh, they punch.
They hit very hard.
Now, and what's worse is he didn't even spell it right. But sorry for the spoilers. I said it's a he. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm betting because I haven't bet it yet. Any of you fuckers betting the under, don't. Just wait and just let people hammer this fucking under.
It went the other way. It went the other way. So our boy Solar Warden put his fucking rent on the fucking over at plus 500. Fight goes the distance at plus 500, and that's totally gone.
And Guru, do you want to be a Kumsak?
I guess, sure.
I don't want to be a Kumsak. Do you want to be a Kumsak?
I guess not.
And
whatever Solar Warden wants is fine. I want no problems with anybody.
I
don't know what he means when he says that. So I just say
Kumsak. I think you know what it means, Kumsak.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I do, but I don't know if he means it disparagingly or friendly. I think he's.
You know what he means.
I think there is a world. And by the way,
Dogfather, it's provocative. It just gets the people going.
Dogfather on this channel sometime. By the way, I've been telling the Guru.
No, you definitely need Dogfather. You know what? You know why? Because he can
TB. Feel free to book a couple guests, man. We got plenty of open spots.
Dogfather just waits
for damn job.
And he's like, oh, the opposite, and I'm like, okay. But I said this in our Discord with elites. Why you include me in elites is you're fucked up. But did you guys? So before I say my point, can I ask both of you? This under 1.5 opened at minus 140. Can I just ask you two before I get to my breakdown? Did you not find that number kind of wildly suspect? Shouldn't have been like minus 200 for a heavyweight fight with Pavlovich.
They just booked like Nate Maness versus Jimmy Flick under like minus 5,000. So,
but I'm asking,
think this would be the same.
Well,
did you guys feel like
the betting market? We're begging
for
KOs. We're begging for KOs. Everybody just wants to throw their money begging for a KO. Please, flyweight, somebody knock each other out.
This should have been minus. Dude, we just came off a week where Jaka and fucking Weston Wilson was minus 280. This opened at minus 140. And then again, I'm not mentioning names, but you got people, you got some people I don't really like respect their bets for like, I'm hammering this under. It's off. This fight's been booked for a while. Do you think it's off or do you think there's something up with it? Because I've been gambling for 25 years on like 9 sports: football, MMA, Danish handball, midget tossing, Antarctic penguin racing. I know lines.
That's hilarious.
And when I see a bullshit under, this should have been opened at minus 200 with Pavlovich. And it didn't. And why? Because this isn't going to be a glorified sparring contest. Volkov trains with him. He's already said, I can't beat this guy in sparring. Pavlovich has publicly said, this is my best friend I've ever trained with. He's not trying to knock him out. And Volkov, what's Volkov going to do? If they have some gentleman's agreement. Yeah, I'm like Mutombo, dude. I'm like Mutombo, except better hair.
Who you actually think
wins? No other differences.
So who's going to win? Guru, or like who the fuck knows?
You didn't think this under was suspect at minus 140?
100%.
So, okay. So here's my question to you, because we're having a conversation. We're having a chronic combat conversation, if you will. If you will. Is there value on the Pavlovich decision at plus 600?
No, that's it.
What do you mean that's it? He's Drago. He's fucking Ivan Drago, dude. If this is a glorified sparring contest,
it's a 14
value.
14%. You're telling me.
I guess that's. I mean,
how many decisions has he won? He's been into 3 decisions in his life.
All right. Can I counter argument? Because we're gonna get to this guy in a second.
Sure.
How many decisions had Johnny Walker won before all this crap?
He went to but that was, you can trace that to something outside the octagon. He went to a different camp that changed the way he fought. So,
but if these dudes are buddies, if these guys,
that's
like
real. That's a real handicap, Lou. I respect that. That's real. That's why I like the over with you.
And by the way, but just so you know, this clown Dogfather who like literally lives just anti-argument with me. Like I have like 3 different Discords where I said, oh, this thing. And he goes, nah, you're wrong. And then literally like 5 comments later, he's like, but also the opposite. I'm like, great. Congratulations on Tim Troianoing this and covering 98% of your like, oh, I nailed it.
He's the man.
Pick a fucking position, dude. You like it or you don't fucking like it. I like the over. If it loses,
I like big ticket winners. Man. I like big ticket winners. So
Jesus Christ. So many people in this space. Just pick a fucking side, dude. What do I do every day on soccer tweets? I'm like, I fucking suck. And if I win, I'm like, I got lucky. Pick a side, man. It's okay to be wrong. You fucking assholes. What I love about Guru, by the way. I don't agree with him ever, but he's passionate. He fucking cares. And he stands by his position.
And I drink Miller Lite.
But dude, you're not like, oh, you're all right. Like you stand by your position, dude. You're like, I think this. Yeah, but like everybody else is like, man, you're right. Like and subscribe. No, you're like, no, dude, this is how it happened. I love that. I respect that immensely, dude.
Wow, this is
stand
beautiful.
By your fucking opinion, you hoes.
To shout our boy Clint, right? Have some balls, man, right?
Oh my God,
you gotta touch your balls.
Like, look, man, Clint's not for everybody, like with his persona, and I get that. And I know Clint. I've talked to Clint
Clint.
for so long, for so many years. Dude, you want to talk about a dude? He takes abuse and he's like, well, I'm like, Clint, you may want to, like, you know, can you anchor a dude that's going to have finish equity next time? Like, for fuck's sake, dude. Clint needs to do the next show with Brady. So he could be like, Nate Manass. Guru, you saw Brady, like, literally the system broke.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. My girlfriend was like, we'll actually put on some of their content sometimes, or some other people, because like it helps her fall asleep. It's fantastic. She just, you know, UFC, her and the dog right out. So we were listening. She's like, wait, what's happening? Why is he going so crazy today? I was like, honestly, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, no, that was actually hilarious. The Brady short circuiting. All right. Well, we are moving along. It's party time. We've got Kelvin Nasrat TB Gastelum versus Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez. Lazy nickname versus super cool nickname. Well, we've always said, well, we never saw Kelvin and Nasrat in the same place. Well, guess what? They're on the same card now, so we can confirm that they are different people.
Nine versions are on the same card.
Yeah. Yes, and they have a version of it breaking it down. So here we go. Kelvin Gastelum here. I just struggle to find a way that like he comfortably covers his price. Minus 245, D-Rod plus 200. I mean, yeah, sure, there could be a little left hook action. There could be, you know, Gastelum finding a way to find a finish against someone that could potentially be on the decline at many years older. But, you know, it's a very specific number, many years older for D-Rod. But I get it. It's just the volume on D-Rod's side. You know, he's been in 5 billion actual fights. Like Lou will tell you there's a difference between jiu-jitsu and a real fight, but I digress. Daniel Rodriguez, he's been in a lot of real fights in his life, and seeing this guy get kind of rocked and nearly put out by Mr. Dwight Poopies Grant of all people, according to Guru, it is a little sketchy when you're facing a guy in Kelvin Gastelum that does have a solid track record. I could see this playing out a bit like the Chris Curtis fight, and oh god, I said Chris Curtis's name with Lou on the show. We could end up with a couple different digressions here, but ultimately, I feel like it's
Chris Curtis.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Kelvin, I feel like he could cover this with the kicking game. With his boxing, could be crisp if it's inside the pocket. But man, do I not trust this to bet at minus 245. The over 2.5 is at minus 260. I feel like if I bet the over 2.5 at minus 260, D-Rod's dead on the floor 1 round in. If I bet Kelvin Gastelum at minus 245, D-Rod's winning a split decision. So I think I'm going to do the right thing. I'll take a little flyer on fight goes to a split decision, and I'm just going to pass on having like a significantly sized bet on this fight. I just don't think it's worth it. Tell me that I'm wrong. Explain to me why the Guru's got his best play of the year here. Lou, maybe you find some value, but what do you guys going on?
I'm about to prepare something. Go ahead, Guru.
Yeah, I mean, who is the last person Kelvin Gastelum finished? I was going to ask the table, but if it's just TB, without looking at Tapology, can you give me a guess as to the last person Kelvin Gastelum finished?
Oh God, it was the corpse of someone. Was it? It was like too many years ago, and someone at the very end of his run, and it's not. Is it Chris Weidman?
Yep. No.
No. He lost to Chris Weidman, right?
So yes.
But it's someone like that.
Correct. It was the fight after Chris Weidman. You're very close.
Damn it. What is it? Well, tell me now.
He's a former champion. Does that help?
Anderson Silva?
No. That fight was scheduled and canceled. Yeah.
Was it Bisping? Nice, dog father. Nice. I like that.
It was Bisping. Yes. So he knocks out Bisping comes in on 3 weeks notice and flies across the world to China to fill in, and he gets knocked out after he had just lost the title to GSP and then retires. He gets paid big money to step in, and KG gets a win. That was in 2017. That's his last win by finish. He's not finishing D-Rod. D-Rod got head kicked in the head by Ian fucking Gary. And then he still wasn't out, and then got ground and pounded. So This fight's going the distance, and I think you parlay it with a fight later going the distance, and that's what you do. Because I'm not, I kind of lean Kelvin just because he's younger and he's been a little bit more active. But honestly, like the way D-Rod can control in the clinch, he's bigger, and his striking is good enough to mess with Kelvin Gastelum. Like they're gonna fight a close decision. Like I'm almost sure of it. So fuck having a side. Kelvin Gastelum is not easy money. I don't understand minus 245 unless D-Rod is literally just, I don't know, smoking weed and just catching in check. Like I have no idea, but I mean, I assume he's training.
All right, we got to find out the answer. The pressing question that everyone in the chat has: is Lou currently broadcasting from Saudi Arabia? Is that what the?
I'm actually gonna look that up. Where's
Lou?
D-Rod?
What do you got?
Fuck the Ted DiBiase.
Oh yeah, sorry. D-Rod's at Extreme Couture, so he'll be just fine.
Guru just no-sells everything.
Wait, he's in Extreme Couture? That changes my
Yeah.
whole fuck the Ted DiBiase thing. Fuck the D-Rod. Look, man, D-Rod has made me like all the fucking money.
You want to fuck the
Being,
D-Rod?
like,
Is that what you
well-
said? The D-Rod, Lou? That's you want to fuck the
No,
D-Rod?
yeah, the D-Rod. He's making all the money.
Mm.
Dude, D-Rod's lines over the years have been like small margins. Like, who's the Asian bird he beat?
Oh, Li Jingliang.
Yeah, that guy. And he didn't win that fight, but he was like, but for the banker, he won that fight. I mean, what's this fight going to be, dude? Look, I'm never betting a side here. So, but I have to give a pick. I have to give a bet for your show. So how about I show you my outside the box thinking because I'm friends with Brady and Monk. Would you guys look at this fight as like an under for strikes? Like a prize picks or whatever? Like how many strikes is D-Rod really going to throw in this fight? He's looking
7.
old. He's looking slow. He's getting a paycheck. Like if his over-under is like 50, he's going to go under. I don't think D-Rod throws a lot of strikes here. I feel like he's content to lose a 30-27 decision. And Gastelum's content to be like, and like, I'm going to throw no punches. And like barely skate by. But I don't think D-Rod's going to throw a ton back, man. Like, I think D-Rod's cooked.
Why? You've seen him fight.
Why the headdress? It's because it's awesome.
No, why do you think he's cooked? Because he was tentative versus Ian Gary and got knocked out in 3 minutes.
Well, because his stats the last like 5 fights, he's actually declined on strikes thrown. Like he's throwing less than the Ian Gary fight's a weird matchup.
He just fought. The fight before that was Neil Magny, who landed 5 takedowns. Went 5 and 7, and then
but he's not. It's not strikes landed. He's throwing less and less and less.
Well, again, I think because in that fight, in that fight, I just think it was a tough fight for him because Neil is big.
Dude, but why are you arguing with me? I think D-Rod's the side
conversation. I'm not arguing with you,
but I think D-Rod's the side betting wise.
Well,
I'm Guru. Zero. If you gave me $245 right now, I'm not betting it on Kelvin. like, why are you doing? Like, no, dude. This line's
if I gave you $245,000, I would hope you wouldn't put $245 on Kelvin. Yeah.
And look, dude. I'm not like these other cappers in the space. I'm never wrong. I bet Gastelum against Sean Brady, and I'm like,
me too. And I'm
great. Like, wow,
I loved it. That was awesome.
And I'm like, yeah, but like 1 minute in, I'm like, oh my god, this is like the worst bet.
Yes, I was there.
But
I remember that.
I even tweeted, I'm like, the fight's not over. I'm like, I lost this bet. Like I knew it. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh, he can. I'm like, man. And I bet against a Philly dude. And I'm like, god damn, I am the fucking worst, dude. I bet against a Philly guy, and I'm like, man, Gastelum stinks. What is this fight going to be, really? It's going to be a low volume bullshit boxing. And you know, we're all going to, but like, I haven't heard lucrative stream yet, but it's going to be like, his grappling's great, bruv. You know, like, we're going to hear like, oh, you know, like Gastelum couldn't wrestle. He's not going to fucking wrestle. It's going to be the most low volume, do not rough this in DFS, dude. The winner's going to, do you guys know who like the lowest DFS winner, the two lowest winners are ever in DFS? If Monk's in chat, he may correct me. Do you guys want to know? I'll bring up the fights.
Nope.
It's Johan Lioness against Gabe Green. It's like he got like, because you get like 30 for winning, and he got like 38. And then fucking 50 Cent, Blagoy, beating De Lima. He got like 39.5.
Yeah, he's got to fix the appearance here. Things are coming apart.
Can we get to Volkan Walker? Is that next?
Yeah. Let's. Nope. Actually, we got the.
Shit. Oh shit balls.
Oh, WTF, mate. So I was able to update that it was Antonio Trocoli, Malvado.
Yeah, why was it
Mr.
not a
Dern.
picture of Mackenzie Dern? This is bullshit.
Because it's WTF, mate. I don't know how we got here, but we made it to the end of the world. We're booking Shara, Bullet, Magomed. What is this? His third opponent in the past week. Lutterbach pissed hotter than this stream right now. So he had to pull out. Nice one, Guru. And Mr. Malvado here. I mean, like, listen, did they not just bring in a guy that's probably more likely to actively grapple? So the minus 258 was from the prior matchup. I think this line is going to be closer to like minus 600. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like actively going to go and pick this guy. I don't even think this fight happens. So my breakdown's about to be done. But you won't find me parlaying Shara Magomedov this week. And I'm going to have to pass
Why
on this
not?
fight.
No. You were not parlaying Shara Magomedov against his other opponent. You're safe here.
Well, you want to put it in your parlay at minus 600? Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Is that what he is? What's the
line? Yeah, I said I never updated the lines because they didn't really have any. So
minus 600? No, I'm good.
Yeah,
you take him by knockout. It's fine. You take him by knockout. Yeah. He's gonna knock this dude out.
No, I'm just not touching it. It's fight goes to disappointment.
You're gonna have grandma's couch cushion on Shara by knockout, because if you do not go to Saudi Arabia and bet on the guy with one eye, I don't know what to tell you. You're just, UFC betting is just not for you. You know what I'm saying?
Lou, we need you here. Make this one quick. What is he even here? We don't.
I don't know that he can even make it quick. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette. Everything Guru said is 1,000,000% correct. If this isn't Shara KO, if this isn't, by the way, cut the price down. Round 1, round 2 KO.
I wrote that in my notes for real.
This is the steadiest up fight to ever have been set up.
This guy's gonna be a Bond villain or something.
By the way, for the record, there's a bunch of hosts in the community that are like, Lutterbach's got a shot. He's got grappling equity. Dude, stop it. Dude, I don't think Shara is that great, but he's so likable, man. And like,
did you know that he's starring in a movie?
They watched him throw like 95 strikes off his back. They're like, we got something here. Like, this is not a boring guy. Even in a fight, he's outclassed technically. They're like, fuck this. I'm actually surprised they gave him Lutterbach because he has grappling equity. They gave him Trocoli. And by the way, Trocoli's not upset. He's like, cool, I'm getting paid. Dude, Mackenzie Dern can like SSD and grab his grundle or whatever the fuck they do. Dude, Shara Bullet's got like movie contracts in America. By the way, you know he can't legally fight in America, right? Do you know? Do you guys know?
I didn't know that it was legally he couldn't fight in America.
He's legally blind.
No, that's what. Oh, right. Yes, that's why I thought so. Yeah,
fight in America.
The commission.
Dude,
100%.
But dude, so they want to get, but they want him to just like
keep winning.
Honestly, I hate these lines because
they can't let him be champ, though. They can't let him be champ.
I think America. All right,
I agree.
So let me ask you two guys a question, or as the Iron Sheik would say, a lot of respect. If round 1 KO Shara is even money, Are you hammering it or is it horrible?
At
I'm
plus 100
hammering it.
KO plus 100. I'm in it.
Round one?
2 units.
Round one.
Guru.
Round one itself.
Round one KO should be minus 800 against this guy. Like, if it's even money, you see my buddy Tommy Touchy in the chat? I'm literally asking him, can I just parlay this with like Belgium for generational wealth? Like, let's go.
I haven't
Can
been
we get to the Asian?
I haven't been
can we get
watching
to
the
the Asian
soccer. I
fights?
probably should
Like,
be.
oh my god, I'm smoking my cigarette now. Do your thing, guys.
Our
right.
podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lou, for letting us do our podcast, buddy. Appreciate that.
It's the Lou Becci experience. There's nothing like it. It's an electric time. We've got Johnny Red Label Walker. We're downgrading the label here, fight by fight, versus Volkan No Time Oezdemir. No time. Johnny Walker here, minus 108. Oezdemir, minus 112. Had to take a little nibble at Oezdemir, plus 100.
Love it.
He's the way more functional fighter. I think he's shown the ability to end fights more consistently with more technique than a guy like Johnny Walker. And I think that Oezdemir just has what it takes here to kind of survive the rangy leg kicking and the explosions into the pocket of Walker. He's a great counterpuncher. He loves when
100%.
guys come in on him. And it's not that I think he'll like use his wrestling or anything like that actively, but say Walker were to be like, oh shit, I don't like this and try to wrestle. Like, I think Volkan's fine there. So yeah, plus 100, very well worth it. On that end, he's now moved to the very slight favorite. I did tweet out about this when he was still plus money. Watch me be a COV king that loses the ticket just because I'm being a dick about it. But I thought it was worth a shot. All right, Guru, what do you got?
Listen, I mean, there's probably, I mean, is it fair to say that Johnny Walker's a step up in talent compared to Bogdan Guskov? I think that's probably fair. Right? So I think in that respect is very interesting. I think Volkan might at first struggle with his power and some speed. But realistically, like, I like Volkan's counters. I think he's slick. He's got good power of his own. And I've seen him now, mix in a little bit of wrestling here and there. So I actually kind of like him to be the one to do that. So I'm going with Volkan, even though he's a little bit outside. And we got him at plus money, and I like it. I like the overs. I like the overs in this fight. Honestly, I really do. Like, I think the whole thing goes over. I think it's a stare. I think they stare at each other in the mirror for a decent amount of it.
Nice. Lou?
Overs gang, stand up, Guru. Overs gang, stand up.
Tell me more.
Okay, so like when I cap fights, I try to think of like.
Wait, you cap fights?
I'm about to help you big time, Guru, because I know you want this. I know you want the smoke.
Oh, I want it. Oh, I want actually, I want this smoke. So hold on 1 second. But keep going.
Guru, you're smart, dude. Really, they're both gone. I'm
right here. I'm right here.
Cameraman, zoom it. Get off these jabronis.
Talk to me.
I was eating some pizza. A guy's got to eat. I got
Cameraman.
I haven't eaten yet either, Skater.
Nicolas, Tito Santana. He is piece of shit, motherfucker. By the way, this is all Guru's fault. Until Guru's on camera, just Tito Santana, you're a piece of shit. You are worse than the Nikolai Volkov. You are worse than smelling it. You suck. There he is. So you said the over, Guru. So sorry. Oh, so sorry. John Stargarian, when he came on the prop show, said this best. Do you know what our job is, guys? We're not telling you who's going to win. We're capping probabilities. Would you agree or not?
For the sole purpose of your story, I'm going to disagree.
No, Guru? No, I'm asking you. Are we capping probabilities for like when we make bets?
Yes.
Okay. I can name 10 things that are going to happen in this fight, and they could all be 10%. Could be Walker first round. It could be Oezdemir first round. It could be a decision either way. It could be yam bags. This is like the most meme fucking fight that's ever happened. But to your point, Guru, I really like the overs here, man. And the overs, to me, if you like the overs, it's Oezdemir decision. It's him being like disciplined. It's him maybe going for a takedown here and there, and like Walker being like, like I don't know, that's how he talks probably, but like I kind of think that Oezdemir should be like you can't cap Oezdemir more than the line because it's Walker meme or it's Walker like I'm throwing 9 punches. Like if Walker fights the fight that he fought against Anthony Smith, Oezdemir kicks his fucking ass. I've seen people being like, oh, I didn't like Oezdemir's fight against Paul Craig. I mean, I didn't like it.
Must be done.
I didn't like it for my shoey loss to Paul Shaughnessy. But why don't you like it if you bet Oezdemir? Every time Craig went to the ground, he's like, get up. Like that fight being boring really wasn't on Oezdemir. It was on Paul Craig being like, I'm pulling guard 38 times. Oezdemir did his fucking job.
Yep.
And I kind of feel like if you have to trust somebody to be the smarter guy here, it's kind of a no-brainer. You're giving me even money on a guy who is going to have a way better game plan. I'll take Oezdemir all day here. But to go with Guru, I like Oezdemir's decision, dude. I think he just kind of... I think it's going to be like... This is going to be one of those fights where Guru and I are chatting during that fight. We both have Oezdemir decision, and the crowd's booing, and we're both like, we're like, you keep doing nothing, dude. We're like, it's like Malarkey against Prado. They're booing, he's taking it down.
Yes.
I'm like, you stay on him till they tell you, or what the fuck? Against Espana. I'm like, yep. God. No, I'm like, you lay on him till they tell you otherwise, dude. Like, I'm clapping on my couch. Boo! I'm like, I think this fight may be like Oezdemir just like taking him down. Walker can't do shit. Boo! Everybody's like, the under's a lock. I love the overs here, dude. And it's minus 166. It's not like it's a fucking hot take. But Guru, let's ride. Let's ride. Oh, Kang, stand up.
I didn't realize this would be a kumbaya episode of Chronic Combat Conversations.
You didn't realize you're the enemy.
Neither did I.
Guru and I are tight.
I did not realize this. Here I am, stuck in the middle, in a myriad of sadness that my two friends are coming together. Yeah. But this is fantastic.
You're in a glass.
Why are you sad about that?
Son.
No, I'm messing around. It's called sarcasm. No, it's a great time, as per usual. And it's the only place I'd rather be.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Can you guys put that up in chat? What's this?
What?
This.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know why? Because this is his face frozen.
That's pretty good, actually. Wait, but you don't have the living room background set up. So, how did Oezdemir do against Smith? This was actually pre-home invasion Anthony Smith that you're talking about. Johnny Walker fought post-home invasion Anthony Smith. Oh, yeah, wait. How did you get into the same living room?
I'm in Prop's house right now. I'm in Prop the Hog's house right now. Come on. I'm in his house.
You
see that piano?
Porta potties?
I know 3 chords, bitches.
All right. That's it. We're going to move on here. But first off, it would be really messed up if you guys were enjoying the show without having thrown a like. Come on. Do the damn thing. Throw a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not following the new home of Lou Betcha's thoughts and concerns, the desk of Lou Betcha.
Oh my God!
Then you make sure.
Great name for the channel. That's a great name for the channel.
What?
Thoughts and concerns. It's great.
Thoughts and concerns. I like that. All right, but we're moving on. We've got Nasrat Kelvin Haqparast versus Jared Flash Gordon. Nasrat here, also very similarly priced to Kelvin Gastelum. Coincidence? I think not. Personally, it's a very similar breakdown for me. Overall, in that, I think Nasrat should be kind of the faster fighter here. He should have the advantage on the feet. He's very good defensively, knows how to use his reach to strike. The worry here is if Jared Gordon starts getting top time, does it look like the Dan Hooker experience? And I don't know. There was a lot of outside factors going into that fight with like Nasrat and visa issues, and I don't know. So I'm not sure what to expect, like if Gordon can or can't get his wrestling going. But even so, I think that there is a solid chance that Jared Gordon versus like a legitimately solid striker at this point, that, I mean, the guy could just choose to headbutt him at any second. So you never know what's going to happen with that chin. But yeah, I'm just not super confident. I feel like Nasrat and by decision is probably like Occam's razor, like the most realistic thing that happens in this fight. But at the juiced up odds that we're probably getting at, I'm not in love with it. So maybe you guys can find something to be in love with, because you guys have been loving each other all show. So cook up a little something, Guru and Luru. Let's see.
What I got cooking in this fight is a parlay. I'm parlaying this with the Kelvin Gastelum fight going the distance. This fight's probably is going to go the distance as well. I mean, especially with what's going on lately with knockouts. I mean, Nasrat Haqparast is not a knockout artist by any means. And when you look at Jared Gordon, sure, he's got that brutal knockout loss to Charles Oliveira, but he's been pretty good since, other than getting headbutted by Bobby Green. What was that bullshit? Well, he was starting to win that fight, in my opinion.
I mean, they also had to pull him because he was trying to fight way too soon to that headbutt flying.
I don't know what that was about, but he didn't fight, so whatever. Just because he's dumb or has bad management doesn't mean that like I'm super worried about it.
I wouldn't be scared. I think it's going to be a good time.
I mean, his last loss is to Grant Dawson. Like, he just got, out grappled. That's not happening here. He's been good, man. I'm giving him a chance here.
You're giving Jared a chance.
Listen, any fight that goes the distance, anybody's got a fucking chance. So, yeah, I mean, I do think Nasrat has the power advantage, so I think that's important.
That's fair. What do you got here, Lou? What are you cooking?
I mean, this whole like, this is good. He is good. This is what is this like? Fucking what's that show at Larry David? Jews doing things. Is that what I'm watching right now? Dude,
yes.
I'm just going to be bold and say this. Haqparast is minus 230, and this makes people gross. He's going to look minus 900 here.
Wow.
Jared Gordon sucks. Like, what are we capping this line on? Like, was he competitive against Paddy Pimblett? Paddy Pimblett stinks. And Paddy Pimblett's like, I'm just going to, bruv, I'm going to box this scouser.
I actually think you're right. That makes a good point. Really good point.
Dude, Haqparast is like, look, people get frustrated with Nasrat because he doesn't knock people out. The McDessie fight, McDessie's kind of like one of these weird dudes that like, and he fucked McDessie up, who I think is like decent.
He didn't finish landing Quinones.
But okay.
Garcia,
that was like, okay, but he didn't lack for trying. He threw like 9 million strikes, and Quinones just fought like, it's one of these fights where Quinones fought like the fucking fight of his life. This wasn't like, and by the way, and what I love, and Haqparast was up 2-0 in the third round, and then threw like 1 million punches. Like, he didn't sit back. He was like, oh,
yeah, he displayed some good cardio there. But I've just seen him be a hammer. I've never seen him be a nail. So what if he gasses out a little? I just have
okay. Guru, that's a very fair comment. Here's my counterpoint. Do you think Gordon's the guy to do it?
I think Gordon has really strong connections with Bilal Muhammad. And when you have really strong connections with Bilal Muhammad, who has really strong connections with Khabib, and you're fighting in Saudi Arabia and you've been out there preparing, like he's not adept to where he's at right now. Like I know it's kind of a hometown fight for Nasrat, but Jared's got a little bit more juice with him than most people think. And I think to your point, Lou, if he looks minus 900, it's because he's knocking him out in round 1, round 2. Yeah. Like that's it. He's gonna floor him with the hand speed and he's gonna catch him. But if Jared uses some grappling or is decent in the striking enough, it's tough. Yeah, I do agree with Occam's razor with Just Win Baby that.
Who started the Occam's razor, my friend, on this fight?
Me.
On this fight, I said Nasrat by decision was.
Oh, I didn't even listen.
You legitimately don't
funny.
listen to me.
No, I don't.
Hold on. Is this a clean? Is this a TB? Ridiculous. Oh, are you doing like a 3-leg parlay of the Gastelums?
Yes. So I have Gastelum decision, Nasrat by decision, and if I fight Guru on Saturday,
and then you smoking one bowl.
No. Me
one.
When I get to Guru's house, I'm gonna tap him out, and then there is the third leg of the parlay.
Daddy. Yeah. So I think I round robin. You have to make sure I actually did this right. I round robin. Robin. Dalby to go the distance, Gordon to go the distance, Rodriguez to go the distance.
Oh my God! I honestly think Haqparast is gonna knock him out, dude. I know Rich said otherwise.
Plus 225. I actually think that might be.
I mean, look, I can't bet it. Like that's it for Haqparast is like career. You're giving me plus 200 and something on his KO. I'm like, no, dude, you're so content to just volume a fuck. Like, but I think Haqparast kind of knocks him out here, dude.
Also, I figured like Jared Gordon won a nice he had that like comeback against Marco Madsen, but. The fact that it had to turn into a comeback is a little bit concerning.
But right? Madsen was ready to retire, dude. He even said he's like, And also, like, he's on the Danish wrestling team. You know what that's like? That's like me being on the Antarctican wrestling team.
Yeah, I guess similar credentials.
Guru, name one wrestler from Antarctica better than me. I dare you. You can't.
Brock Lesnar.
I'm the champion of Antarctica. Name one better wrestler from Antarctica than me. You can't.
I just did.
Me. Here.
You're not from Antarctica.
You can't. You know what this is? This is the belt, son. The belt, son.
You're not even wearing a belt.
Jeez. No, I have not been awarded my. It's not a black belt. My title belt.
It's in the mail. It takes a while from Antarctica.
Yeah,
it travels by penguin.
Everybody knows.
You haven't mailed in enough cereal box tops yet.
Oh shit! Now we got the actual like real fight of the fucking card. This is a real fight, dude.
Yeah, no, there should be a banger. I think that Muhammad Naimov here, Hillman versus Jungle Boy Felipe Lima. Short notice. Coming over from Octagon, their 135 champion, going up a weight class to fight Muhammad Naimov at 145. Naimov, the short notice debut at 155. Or no, I'm sorry, it was against Jamie Malarkey. So, yeah, he's at 155, right? Lightweight at this stage. So, yeah, Muhammad Naimov fights at 155 in his debut, comes down in his next fight at 145, fights a former 135er in Nathaniel Wood. And, I mean, this guy is willing to do whatever it takes. And we mean that from he will cheat out of his asshole every single fight, Mr. Muhammad Naimov, if that means that it gets him closer to victory. I kind of like that, man. And the other thing is that he's huge. He's going to be gigantic in this matchup. He's got a 3-inch height advantage. Not sure on the reach. We haven't gotten a good reading yet from UFC stats or anything. So, ultimately, I feel like Naimov's size, his UFC experience in this spot, flying out Felipe Lima into enemy territory on short notice. I know he was in camp for another fight coming up that he gets pulled and signed to the UFC instead of taking like the rematch of his 5-round war in Octagon. And when you watch that fight, I mean, I see him ending up on bottom in the grappling exchanges just a little bit too often for my liking. I think Naimov has the size. I think he's got experience in the striking, in the defensive wrestling. I mean, Jamie Malarkey was able to kind of put together a little bit of like a 6.5 minute masterpiece on him. But the fact of the matter is that guy is pretty solid technically until you can just finally touch his chin. And Naimov, I like his work off the counter. I think he's going to be able to use his wrestling to stifle the grappling game of Felipe Lima. And I think we see Naimov either winning this on the feet, on the mat. But I think ultimately it's going to be damn near impossible to finish a guy like Lima here. So I'll take, Naimov by decision. Thank you, Glimbot. Not sure. I'm not going to read the name out loud. I don't know. It seems sketchy, but what's up, boys? What's going on? Appreciate you. There are going to be a lot of scorecards this weekend. I think the complaints about the new gloves are going to continue, even though it's kind of been the underwhelming slate of like matchups of how these things are playing out. Like, I don't think it has to do with the new gloves, this whole finish thing. That's my thought. But what do you got cooking here, Guru? You on the Lima side, you passing, you got Naimov with me. You're going to find a way to disagree where you're not listening. What do you got?
I wasn't really listening that much, to be quite honest.
I mean, that's not surprising. I figured not.
I think that Felipe Lima is somebody that's actually pretty good. Trains at All Stars with Hamza Chimaev. Former champion, of course, like you said, Octagon. He's also a former champion of another promotion as well. What's it called? FCR. I forget. Doesn't really matter. But the dude has been tested. And what I saw, I mean, his scrambles are actually pretty good. But, I mean, to your point, Nathaniel Wood is really good as well. I mean, we know what we have with Nathaniel Wood, and Naimov, beat him up. He cheated his way to that victory. So I am surprised by the line, though. Are you not surprised that they lined it as close as they did, TB, for a guy on short notice?
The opening line was like minus 200 something Naimov, and it immediately crashed.
Well, so what does that tell you?
It tells me that Lima's really solid, but it gives me huge like Bernardo Sopai vibes. It gives me huge. I
mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, but no, it's not in the sense that a guy comes in and he is talented and he's gonna have a great early performance, and or maybe not even a great early performance. But I think like it's not disrespecting Felipe Lima. I just think taking a short notice matchup up a weight class in the UFC on your debut is just. I mean, Josh Cooleybow versus Jalen Turner is another beautiful example. Like, this guy has never been finished in his career except for when he took a short notice matchup up a weight class against Jalen fucking Turner in his debut, and then goes on and has a solid career after that. Like, I think that's the Lima story.
Had a solid career?
Yeah, he's solid, man. He's a fun fighter to watch, and he's never been finished otherwise. So
didn't he just lose his last fight?
You're missing the ultimate point. The only real connective piece here is that Lima is solid. I think the type of way that he's going to need this fight, going up the weight class on short notice, I don't expect him to be able to carry that cardio as long as he's going to need to in his debut, the bright lights of the UFC. I know he's fought in Octagon, a bunch of other regional promotions, but it's going to be this moment and the size of Naimov and the experience of Naimov. I think that'll carry him. But
I think that makes sense.
Lou, what do you got? Yeah, if you listen to my original breakdown,
what threw me off is like you had a problem with the dude's name, and I was trying to think I was like thinking for a while what was the problem with his name, and I don't think there is one.
Problem with what name?
The name in the chat that had thrown me off.
Meldmano? I don't know. It just there was someone before that tried to get us to drop
but I didn't understand. You like threw out this guy. I read the name one time. I'm like, what's the problem with it?
Well, I was gonna say his name, and I was like, I'm gonna hold off until
you're weird.
Am I breaking the tie?
Who are you taking, Guru?
No, I'm probably on Naimov here. I mean, you can't really fade a guy that's been preparing this whole time against a guy on short notice.
You know what? Dogfather's in the chat. We're contentious all the time. Dogfather, this is for you. I'm not making this unanimous.
What is happening?
I'm doing a shoey on the show.
Oh, baby.
And here's my whole breakdown. Dogfather.
You just poured a beer in a shoe?
Yeah.
Dogfather, me and you. Lima or homeless?
Wow.
Wow.
Lima or homeless.
Wow. Is your girlfriend watching you do this?
She went to the bathroom. I'm probably left the apartment.
Fair enough.
Who cares
Wow.
about this fucking dude?
A shoey on the show for us. What kind of beer did you just chug?
Nice American bud.
Very nice.
Hose.
Pepe,
You
what
just did the-
comment?
I think
don't
you just
see
did-
another one.
I think you just did the first ever shoey on the show, so congratulations to that.
Yeah, these are actually breaking moments on Pepe. Your other comment must have gotten flagged or something. We don't see anything. I didn't see another one. Lima or homeless? Damn, Lou.
You know-
how was that?
It was.
Yeah. What other comment?
This is an average. It's an average weeknight for me. It's nothing.
So
any comment from Pepe.
fair enough. Lima or homeless?
My dude, Kiwi.
Can I tell you? Let's say Lou is the first 5-time guest of the show. Kiwi is the first subscriber to our channel's membership of
Love
the
you,
show.
Kiwi.
So, Kiwi, you're the man. Really appreciate you, dude. Means a lot that you choose to consistently donate to these couple mofos. So you're the dog. Lou, I feel like is frozen, trying not to burp. And yeah, exactly. I know what's happening. You're good. I heard what was happening. So anyways, we got Rinat, the gladiator. Yeah, I guess whatever. I mean,
Did we finish that?
oh yeah, they are flagging your comments. This is because he is, but we still love him.
Hey Pepe, you're worse than Hey Pepe.
Oh yeah, that
you're
definitely
worse
didn't
than
come up.
Amazing Virgil. You suck the penis.
Because if I saw that comment, I would love to have read that out.
Oh, we definitely would have brought that up.
But by the way, no joke. Before you get to this next fight, literally the best handicapper for MMA in the space is Pepe Sylvia, and it's not even.
Yeah, Pepe's the fucking man. I mean,
no, he is the GOAT handicapper in the space.
Pepe, since you're here, when are you free to come? When are you free to come on? We gotta get you on the stream.
Pepe is the cool. He's the nicest guy. He's the coolest guy. He's the most honest guy.
We hung out a little bit. We hung out a little bit. Next time we'll hang out more.
I mean, also, now he doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. 20K is a lot.
Yeah, it's just a couple drinks, but he won all of that on DeChambeau. Anyways, or Bryson.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Crazy. When is your PP free? That's all I see Guru typing in the chat.
Free?
So
Pepe,
all right, we're moving on. I don't know. I still think Naimov wins, but I feel you guys. I really won't have a bet on him. Next one, we got the Gladiator, Rinat Fakhretdinov versus Danish Dynamite, Nicolas Dalby. I don't know. I think Dalby is just going to be too willing to give up the takedowns here.
Yeah.
So
you saw it versus what's his face, Gabriel Bonfim, and Fakhretdinov is gonna do it way more often. And he struggled last time versus somebody like what's his face, Aluzio Zaleski DeSantos, because that dude's honestly, he's a fucking savage. So right. It does make sense, and it makes sense that he was also worse in his last fight because he's an old man. But I think we're not at home here is going to look great, and Dalby gives up way too much to the takedowns. And get this, he's never been finished in his entire career. And Fakhretdinov has been a decisionator even at the UFC level here, even before it. So I like this fight to go the distance as well. So put it in my parlay of the fights to go the distance. And I like Rinat by decision plus 100.
Lou.
Oh, everything Guru said is a million. Everything Guru said is like so right here.
Like in the whole show today.
Lou, are you like, what are you trying to do right now? Like, what's happening?
No, like I've
just
seen
smash.
so much love on Dalby there, and like, dude, so are we overcapping this on Dalby like beating Bonfim and like?
Listen, Dalby's cost me so much money in the past, so I'd be.
But
Like
why?
you said, I'm honest with
Okay,
everybody.
but why?
What do you mean? Why?
Well, it was Daniel Rodriguez.
It's been
No,
it's
what I'm
been
saying
since
is-
Daniel Rodriguez.
No, but I'm
It's
saying
a
is
long
why?
time.
But why has Dalby cost you money? Because he's outlasting like Worley Alves and like look, dude, Dalby's a tough dude, and he's fun, but like Selikov, man, come on, dude, he's just there to be hit. I feel like this line, like they're like, oh man, we're not struggling with like Aleski dos Santos, and like now it's gonna be, come on, dude, like we're not gonna just 30-27 him here, and like I don't know how this is anything other than that, and it's like
It's a setup for him after a tough fight last time.
I mean, this is a Rinat decision, like all fucking day, dude. Like
Yeah,
this is,
100%.
and like, because Dalby's super durable and like, I know we're not like. By the way, we're not knocked out Kevin Lee. Does that fight apply to this? No, dude, it doesn't. It's not how he fights. I feel like the battle fight is like kind of how, like that's how this one goes. Just takedown, like dominant takedown, never in jeopardy of a finish, just dominant. Yeah, this is just, dude, do people think we're not sucks now? It's crazy. Like, he's really good. He's really good, dude. Like, he's like Barry Zuckerkorn in Arrested Development. He's really good.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, thank you. He posts on Bob Loblaw's law blog.
What a great show.
He's really good. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
This fucking fight, great.
All right. We got Mr. Perfect, Kyung Ho Kang, and that's talking about his looks, not his UFC record, versus Muin Tajik Gafurov, representing all of Tajikistan by being like all of them and using Tajik in his nickname.
All of Tajikistan.
All of Tajikistan.
All of it.
Both
The
of
whole
them.
thing.
Both of them.
What do you mean both of them?
They all have Tajik in their nickname if they're from Tajikistan. All of Tajikistan.
Do yourself a favor. Instead of donating to the Red Cross, bet on Kyung Ho Kang.
Ho is his middle name. Nice.
That mushroom's goat capper.
Nice. So I would say, I feel like.
What would you say? You like that one there? Don't bite the mailman. What would you say? No? Everybody Dave Matthews fan? Everybody unsubscribing? What's happening?
Yeah, everyone actually probably left the stream immediately, but it's okay. We're having fun. That's what counts, right? Ultimately,
Lou even left the stream.
Yeah, he decided he had better cigarettes to smoke at the moment. Muin Gafurov, he feels like a chronic disappointment.
Shut your mouth!
Wow.
Yeah, because we're talking shit about the man off stream. That's what he does. Come on. It's like the crazy uncle at Thanksgiving, right? He's going to come back and yell at me. Muin Gafurov, he's like blind, pure aggression without real top control. And he's got a lot of volume, but it doesn't come clean at all. And like he runs face forward, like face first, running forward, like gets a point taken for being an absolute idiot throwing a headbutt. And just gets warned for many things in many fights. And I mean, absolute disappointment versus Chad and Helliger on Dana White's Contender Series. Ends up getting a win or two after that. Then gets to the UFC. And I get that it's not like Said Nurmagomedov, but just watching where he shoots a takedown from in that fight, it lets you know, okay, this guy can be a bit desperate and just do stupid stuff. And then you watch him against Sexy Mexi Castaneda, and for all his volume and craziness and trying to land takedowns, and I mean, he keeps just getting hurt and dropped by just about everybody. Now, finish didn't really come until he faces the ninja choke expert in his last fight in Saeed. But I mean, Castaneda drops him a couple times with some head kicks. So I feel like Kang, I mean, I think he can work off the back foot and land some counters. I was definitely impressed with the work he had done on, what was it, Quinones?
When does time catch up with Mr. Kang, Mr. Perfect?
I don't know.
When does Father Time catch up with Mr. Perfect? He's 36 years old at bantamweight. We always know that doesn't go well.
Yeah. Well, what sketches me out is the Ronnie Yaya loss. And that's where I don't know if I can get to the money on. I feel like I want to take Kang here. I feel like he's going to be the cleaner grappler. But Gafurov, he might be able to get the takedowns and keep Kang from having success. I see Gafurov giving up his back in the Castaneda fight, and Kang, he's great with the body triangle. The
Ronnie Yaya fight is 10 minutes of control, man. If Gafurov does 5 minutes of control, he's gonna have a heart attack.
Listen, I did not have the patch of back hair that Mr. Gafurov has.
You definitely do, without a doubt.
No, I do have that chest hair though.
You definitely have the back hair. Stop playing.
Somehow got Gafurov at plus odds.
Yeah, I saw that on bet odds, fight odds.
Tajik TB Gafurov is what Muin's actual nickname is. He's the Tajik TB. I feel like I got to go with just win baby here because I feel like Kang is going to be the cleaner counter striker off of the back foot against a very sloppy guy who like he has some offensive output, but I think Kang defensively has what it takes against a guy that's as sloppy as Gafurov. So
I do think a lot of that does make sense. I am not interested in fading the mush. I always like playing devil's advocate. I like to push the conversation, but no, I think on a card that I think on a card where it could be fairly chalky, I do like this dog shot here.
Yeah, Lou, what do you got?
You're out of your mind to take Ken Ho Kang here. Just dump at this fight because there's zero world where if this goes to decision that he wins. Like there's zero, like, he could win every round and he's not winning this fight. Like so I don't know why you fucking like this is gonna be like the like why would you want to have money on this fucking fight, dude? This is gonna be like. And I had money on Kang against Castaneda like a fucking tardo. Like, why? He doesn't throw a lot of volume. It's going to be a lot. Dude, this is going to be like 12 minutes of cage push. Like 12 minutes of it. It's going to be Gafurov like pretending to know wrestling and Mr. Perfect, who's no Kurt Hennig, by the way. Is he going to perfect plex him? No. By the way, if he pulls off the perfect plex in a fight, should be like done. Call it. That's like, can we have like a finisher? Just like if you hit this move, it's over. Your opponent's reaction is irrelevant. If Ken Ho Kang hits a perfect plex on a guy, really, like that should be like, I don't care. You let him perfect plex you. It's done. Dude, they're partners with Endeavor now. Like, you can't make this a fucking thing. Like, you can't have a finisher. Dude, they love Gafurov for like whatever reason, like, and he's talented. He shouldn't be 0-2 in the UFC. Like, he's good. But dude, this is gonna be a rigged decision for him, and like, I don't know how you don't see that, man.
For her,
I mean,
for Gafurov, dude,
I get it, and that's why, as much as I want to be on the dog money here, I feel like it's one of those spots where it's just you don't have to bet Gafurov, and you don't.
I like the fight to go the distance for sure.
You can a million%.
Throw it in my parlay.
Yeah.
Throw it in my parlay. How do you feel about that?
I will say.
So now you've got
Johnny K-Pix told me he already parlayed over 0.1 minutes in this.
Nice. Fight to start round one.
He's hilarious. That guy's
fight to start minute 2. He already parlayed it.
I love Johnny. He's great.
My guy Josh, dude.
What's going on?
Go follow Josh, bruh.
Listen, Just Win Baby and Pepe, I feel like we got to have you guys on the same episode and
Yes.
have a great time. Because if I could make Lou Benya and Guru come together, no, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, it would be hilarious. You guys are having a lot of fun.
I don't know why they're arguing about Pride Month when it's Juneteenth.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's
I
open
didn't even get off goddamn work. It's terrible. Very upset.
So whenever that fight goes to distance prop comes live, I'm gonna add that to the
No,
parlay.
I want you.
So
Guru.
it's that fight, Rinat fight, Nasrat fight, Kelvin fight, all parlay to go the distance.
Probably
But that one's like the robbery. So you got the right idea. Just bet it to go the distance and like.
Yep.
What about a little splitty action? You think we get some split city?
Sure.
For the record, John Kelly, who you guys are friends with, who we all respect immensely.
Love John.
John on his weekly fucking shit thinks Kang subs this guy. And I love John, but I think he's on crack. Like
who's on crack about what?
But in all fairness, I think the only way Kang wins this fight is by a sub. If this thing goes distance, he does not win. Like there's zero world where Kang wins decision in Saudi Arabia against Tajik Bey.
God. Yep, I get it.
What the fuck is happening in your chat right now, dude?
I don't know. It's incredible. Keep running up the numbers, people. It's fine. We'll have them both on. It'll be a great
good.
Springer experience.
Views, ratings,
likes. They're the likes.
Oh, well, I assume we were getting ratings because of this fight that's coming up.
Right. Anytime you get Magomed Megamind Gadzhiyasulov versus Brendson the Gorilla Ribeiro. I mean, God, this is what cards are built around. This probably should have been the co-main event when you really think about it.
The main event.
Yeah.
More important than anything, the Grimace Mets are winning again.
Jesus. Grimace comes through once again.
I might get a Grimace tattoo, honestly.
Oh my God. Can we talk about Grimace? Like how he's made the Mets like ridiculous.
Grimace
is pretty hilarious.
Do people know this? He's like the Mets are like gonna win the fucking Super Bowl. They're gonna win the World Series now. Like Grimace.
That reminded me. I have to find a torrent for those Ronald McDonald cartoons from back in the day. Somebody has to have posted those online. Does anybody remember those? McDonald's gave out those videotapes.
No.
Nobody.
I don't remember
Lou?
I remember Betamax.
No, there was a legit like 6 or 7 movies that McDonald's put out on cassette that like
of Grimace.
Grimace and the Hamburglar and Ronald McDonald and like a bunch of shit. Like it was they were the best. Google it. It's literally the best.
If I Google it, I'm gonna get reported for like weird.
No,
shit.
no, it's not. No, don't be weird. Because you'd be smart, you'd actually be able to help me find the torrent. So that would make us a good friend.
How about this? I'll look it up on my Brave browser.
That sounds good.
I've never used, like. Excuse me, I'm looking to traffic humans. Also, Grimace.
Also, Grimace.
Anyway,
I think.
By the way, which one is like the torrent community more? They're like, why Grimace? I'm like, look, can I have 9? Can I trade 9 people?
I feel so ashamed I never had the Grimace shake now.
You know anything about Grimace? To be like, you're fucked up, dude. Why are you bringing up Grimace?
We love Grimace.
It's fucking Grimace. It's weird.
Let's break down Gadzhiyasulov.
Gadzhiyasulov.
Gadzhiyasulov. Yeah, I knew that one. Gadzhiyasulov and Ribeiro, and let's get out of here after that.
We have another fight after that.
After that one, I bet.
So, Mr. Megamind here, his head is definitely a weird shape for his body, I'd say. So that led me to the nickname, the TB nickname. It also kind of has a nice alliteration with Magomed Megamind. That's pretty good, right? Right? You can see what I'm talking about, right? Yes.
Excuse me. We didn't have a line before. Can I just break this up? Shara Bullet is -700 against Trocoli.
That's it.
That's disgusting.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's minus 700. He has one eye. He's minus 700.
Jesus. That's what I was saying, man. I mean, I don't know, it's not worth it. But anyways, it's just not worth it. I will say for the record, Guru said to add him to your parlays before he knew what the line was.
What did I do?
You said to add Shara to your parlays before you knew what the line was.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, well, now, dude.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. I mean,
and now it's not. Now
exactly. Exactly. All right. So Magomed, I think he's got just what it takes to be boring enough to not make this a striking fight from distance and land some clinch, land some takedowns. Like, that's probably his pathway here, is like trying to do some crazy stuff on the feet, realizing Brendson has a huge reach advantage and is very scary from distance. Yeah, I feel like I kind of lean towards taking it over in this fight. Gadzhiyasulov, I think he's proven that, you know, he can get a really fast finish for sure, but I don't think he's going to want to take part in the fight that he's going to need to get that finish, you know, against Ribeiro early at least. So I'd love a fight starts round 2 type of deal at plus money, because if over 1.5 is plus 185, you know we're getting something here. So yeah, I agree. What's going on, guys? You guys will make love sometime in the future. It'll be hot and
yeah,
sensual.
they're taking away from my
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, ultimately, I feel like, as tempted as I am, like if Ribeiro is going to win here, it's going to be by an early finish, like a round 1.
Not just an early finish. It will be a round 1 finish.
Round 1 finish. And if not, I kind of like the fight starts round 2, and I kind of like Gadzhiyasulov, like, to maybe even go as far as the decision.
So. Yeah, Gadzhiyasulov, like, he's really faced suspect level competition, but at the same time, he actually looks pretty workable. Like, he maintains range well. He's got good kicks to both levels, right? He's got a really nice slapping calf kick. He's got a solid lead hook, you know, decent counters, can push against the cage. Ribeiro is just kind of the more explosive, crazy guy. Like, he's definitely live to get a round 1 knockout. He's got, I mean, a round 1 finish. He's got 11 round 1 finishes of his 15 wins, but he's also been finished in 5 of his 6 losses. So 3 times in round 1. So he's really just kill or be killed. And I think he might push a guy like Gadzhiev, who has 3 decisions already coming into the UFC. He's going to push a guy that could be a decisionator to finish him. So I like Gadzhiyasulov by finish. Sorry, Gadzhiev's just easier.
That's also not correct.
Yeah, but who cares?
You can just call him Megamind, goddammit.
Is that your nickname?
Yeah, it is.
I like that one.
Yeah, I said it before, but you weren't listening, of course. It's an alliteration, and it's the shape of his head. He kind of looks like that Megamind character.
I gave you credit for it.
Yeah, thank you, asshole. But I appreciate that. All right, Lou, what do you got? Besides needing $45 from Pep.
I mean, for just doling out money, like fucking.
Yeah, you might as well, right? I'll take 8% interest.
But by the way, if you give me $45,
I'll take 8% of $5,000.
I'm saying is, instead of me betting, like, oh, what's he going to bet it on? I'm just going to do 3 $15 hands of blackjack, and then I'm going to get 20, 19, 19, and like lose to a 21. I'm just telling you how it'll go, but also like I'll film it because I know how that goes.
Why don't we have like a giant?
By the way,
Atlantic City. That's what I think.
If that's the case, the dealer's going to get like a 7-card 21. It's going to be like a janky like 3, 2, 2, 2, 4. Look, I know how this goes. Which one of you two said the over?
It wasn't me.
Yeah,
me.
I mean, like Mike Catch Warrior likes the over here, and he's like at the price.
I like fight to start round 1 at that price. I mean, fight to start round 2.
I mean, Guru, I also like fight to start round 1.
No, obviously. I meant to say fight to start round 2. I think you got a chance at it. I just worry about Ribeiro going nuclear. He's just he's a quitter and he goes nuclear.
No, okay, so So I've gotten away with this for a little bit this year, but when I cap fights, the one thing I always hated is
1K to Lou. What about us?
I just said about capping fights.
No, continue.
Bish. I feel like this under is predicated on Ribeiro being like kind of the worst. It's not really predicated on like
Gadzhiyasulov's willing to be safe, 100%.
If you like the under, you like Gadzi. But to your point, Guru, like, is this dude like 8-0 Merkin fuckers? No, dude. He's
got 5 round 1 finishes, 2 with inside a minute, 2 with inside 40 seconds. So,
you know who he didn't finish?
But it's suspect competition. He's literally got one play.
He didn't finish UFC
Jose
legend
Medina.
Jose Medina.
Yes,
He didn't finish that guy.
Nobody can finish Jose Medina.
I mean, Brady's already getting excited with the hype videos of him being like,
he's got to have a new crush since Liang Na left.
So this entire, so I'm saying from a betting perspective, this entire under is predicated on nothing to do with Gadzi. And I don't like when totals and betting lines are predicated on the underdog being terrible. I don't like that. Like in any sport, like when you bet any sport, you're like, oh, like they're plus 24.5. The other team's bad. It's like, well, then don't bet the game, dude. Like, and I feel like they're just baiting you. Like this his name's Magomed. This is just disgraceful. This is not the kind of guy that should be minus 300 over like literally any human being. So that would make Ribeiro the side mathematically, but then also he stinks. If you have to bet this fight, and also don't, but if you have to, yeah, take the big plus money, because the over 1.5 is Gadzi just like, let's say Ribeiro hits him early and then Gadzi grapples him. And he's like, I don't like the smoke. He's not some elite fucking Dagestani wrestler. He's going to take him down. I love the over 1.5 here at this number. It's crazy. So I'm with you, Guru. I don't mind agreeing with Guru. Dude, Guru is fucking sharp, man.
Wait.
This fight's going to be bullshit. This fight's going to be like a bullshit. By the way, so many fights in this card are going to be like bullshit.
Wait.
Boo.
No. You agree with Guru. I'm the one that said the over and the fight starts round 2 in this fight. Guru took Gadzi inside the distance. What the fuck is happening here?
Oh. God,
what the fuck?
Then
Nobody listens to me. It's okay.
Oh,
I'm just going to skip over you guys then. Next fight.
Oh, my God. Where's my
fight.
hat? Where is my hat?
Go find it, goddammit. Do something right here.
We're both gonna break down the fight, so you're ready to get it done when you find your hat.
Holy Chang, this guy's got a long jow.
Let's go, Chang Lo, Chang Ho Lee.
Does your Chang hang low? Is my question.
That was good.
Does it chow long to the floor? I'm just saying, I came prepared here. No TB nicknames because a TB good time was necessary. Chang Ho Lee versus Zhao Long here. I mean, both these guys love a good fight. I think it's going to be a scramble fest, craziness on the mat. I think Zhao is a little bit more reckless on the feet when he's trying to get into it, but he throws like crazy volume and never really stops, even when he's tired. But I think Chang Ho Lee's got the better cardio. I think he's got the better wrestling and grappling than Zhao, and I think he's got more finishing equity in this fight. Not to say that I necessarily 100% think it's going to be finished, but I think he's going to be the one landing the more impactful strikes and having a better chance to find a finish if it's on the mat, whereas Zhao is kind of more submission dependent. So I like lean towards Lee here, but realistically, I mean, nothing confident enough to really put down anything significant. Ultimately, I think it's like, fuck around and find out spot. So maybe I'll have a little something on it just to kind of like track my thoughts here, but this isn't a significant play on Lee. I just got him winning the fight.
Yeah, I definitely felt like Lee was like a little bit more like scrappy and wild, but at the same time, Long with his ability to like counter wrestle and kind of keep pushing the zombie like pace. not necessarily a train I'm trying to jump in front of, and basically pick them at the market. Better. The gamblers don't even know exactly what to do with it. So I'm not super interested in planting my flag here. So let's let Lou take it away, and then we'll wrap this baby up.
Yeah, I mean, I can't
baby.
bust out the other hat, so we'll just do this. And I say, chee wee 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 wee.
Chee wee wee. That guy's it's mad funny.
I mean, if you're betting this fight, you just like love gambling, and I'm like, can I sell you on a soccer game? Because like, why would you bet this? So I'm just gonna say I have no opinion on this fight. I'm like restricting myself from being just the worst human being ever. And go watch in fact, I'm going to take this time to say I love Brady. We're all friends with Brady.
We all love Brady.
And I'm always constantly hilarious. Like, so Brady, have you noticed Brady's gotten like so much angrier and more hilarious like over the last year? I think Weezy and
he's always been secretly funny.
Right, but Weezy and I have kind of like made him like he's like fuck these guys, fuck this, fuck that, and like
Good, I love
and now we're getting like final form Brady, and like it's great. And he saw this fight and he like messaged me and he's like, "Tell me something very hilarious." Like, and I'm like, because he says it to me and he's like, "I know you're gonna just," and I'm like, "I can't, dude, because then I'm gonna be like the worst human being." Yeah, I'm not even giving a pick here. It's like tight nips on the left versus like fake picture on the right. So that's my capping. And like this TG in the chat, like he's not like part of our chat. So can you pull up his comment? I know he's a fan of yours. I'm just gonna tell you this, TG, because I've seen you in a bunch of chats. Like we do a lot of this for free. Like we work hard at this. So like, don't be a fucking asshole. Like Brady,
we'll see.
Without Brady, there's not a lot of us. Brady's been doing this for fucking 7 years.
Love Brady.
Years.
But
Brady is the nicest, kindest human being you'll ever meet. Oh,
he's never heard a fly ever in his whole life.
Okay. Then how about this? Instead of making a comment in a chat on somebody's video, don't watch this fucking shit, dude. Don't be a fucking asshole, dude.
I mean, you can watch our channel. Opinions of Lou Bettier are not necessarily those of Chronic Combat Conversations. Can we run that disclaimer at the bottom?
Like Brady, like Guru and I are cool. TB is one of my closest friends in the space, and he knows that. Brady is like my fucking little brother. Like he legit is like my fucking family. So the dude puts out tons of free shit, the tons of cool shit.
He didn't really say anything.
And like you're insulting him.
The funniest part is earlier on the show I said that my girlfriend and me sometimes fall asleep to Brady's voice. Like that's what we put on when we don't want to watch something that we're interested in sometimes. I'll stay up and watch a little more. But.
Like these two above me are fucking great at their craft. I'm the worst. I'm the worst at my craft, but I'm the worst at my craft. And if you come to our chat, yeah, he knows. If you come to our chat, our show is a whole different fucking thing. You come to our chat, you already know your bets. You're not coming to my Thursday night show to be like, oh, I'm really curious what like they're betting. No, you're coming for fucking humor and comedy. Like Brady, like fucking been crushing it. Just got a new sponsor. Brady's like getting off Pub Sports. Like
I get it. You want Brady in and around.
Well, that's my fucking brother.
In and around. Without a doubt. So like for sure.
I'm sorry. I get really.
What are you doing, Stat Brown?
And dude, every episode, my penis is out. What more do you want, dude? My penis, my butt. Like, what more do you want?
We're moving on.
Before his shank hangs low, This is it.
Monk's
Lou
fucking
has.
bending over.
Taking a Xiao lung to the floor. All
Dude,
right.
it's so weird. Monk's asshole is not bearded. It's just bare. It's
all right,
so
that's-
weird, man.
Guys, everybody, if you want to follow
Oh,
Lou,
fuck
check
you.
out Desk of Lou Bet over on Twitter. Guys, follow my unbelievable co-host TB Scouting MMA over on Twitter, Verdict, Instagram, Tapology, and Bet MMA. If you want to, you can follow me, the Guru Scouting MMA, Twitter, Verdict, Instagram,
Guru!
and Tapology. Thank you, Lou, for joining us. Thank you, TB, for setting it all up. And see you guys next week for the pay-per-view, UFC 303. It is not Conor McGregor. It is not Michael Chandler. It is not Jamal Hill.
It's not?
Nope. You got
What
all
is
new
it?
stuff.
Oh
Tune
my
in next
God.
week. Tune in next week to see what it is.
Johnny Carson.
Peace.